today's video, I'm going to show you how to save a load of money on plumbing. You'll never have to pay a plumber, a contractor, or a handyman your hard-earned bucks for a simple repair that you can easily do yourself. Now this is what I want you to do. I want you to grab a bowl of popcorn and pull up a seat, because I'm going to blow your mind in this video. And maybe some of you are thinking, well, wait a second, who the are you? Well, my name is Leah Bolden. I'm a journeyman in my craft. I've been a building trades instructor, and you may have seen me on the History Channel, where I'm recognized as one of the top authorities in the country for everything home improvement. Now grab that popcorn, grab a seat, because I'm going to pull back the curtains and I'm going to give you a VIP pass to the seejanedrill masterclass on plumbing. And it's going to show you how to make a simple repair that is going to blow your mind, and you're going to be thinking, oh my goodness, I've been throwing my money away. And you know what I'll say to you? You're right. So let's just jump right into it.
You mentioned PEX. What's your take on it?
Well, my take is this. I really like PEX. Folks, let me tell you what's good about PEX. It's incredibly DIY friendly, and it's pretty inexpensive as well, especially when you compare it to copper. But what I will tell you is, if you're thinking about doing a major remodel and you want to convert from copper to PEX, I get it, but there could be an issue, Dave.
Yeah, you need to check your municipality's building code. Sometimes it's not permitted.
Yeah, and you want to be code compliant. So if you're doing a major remodel and you're thinking about using PEX, and I get it, folks, because it is inexpensive, just make certain that you're code compliant in your area.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here today is, Dave, we're going to show folks how to use PEX A and PEX B, because there's a difference. There is a difference. We're going to talk a little bit about galvanized pipe. We're going to show how to sweat some pipe. And I think you're going to show how to do a chemical well with CPVC, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we let's just dive into it.
Okay.
All right, you have two types of PEX. This is PEX A, this is PEX B, and it's important that you know, because if you want to make repairs in your home, you need to know what kind you have. And what the dead giveaway is how the tubing is joined. Now, PEX A is joined with expansion rings and an expansion tool. Now, with the PEX B, you need a crimping tool and clamps. So let me show you how both tools work. All right, I've cut a big piece off the roll here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down to size, and then I'm going to show people how to use the expansion tool along with PEX A. And then why don't you use the crimper tool and show people how to join PEX B.
Okay.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tool here. This just basically slices your pipe, and so I'm going to cut it to a manageable size so you can really see what I'm doing here. Pretty easy. But you want to make certain that you cut it nice and square, because when you put your fitting on, you'll want it to seat properly. Okay, I'm going to join together my type A PEX, and I'm going to use what's called a straight coupling. That's what this is. Now I want to show you something. If I take the straight coupling and I try to insert it in the tube, there just is not enough room to do that. So what you want to do is you want to take what's called an expansion ring, and it has a little stop inside. So you take the tubing and you stick the tubing in. You can't go any further because, like I said, there is a stop there. Now this is the expansion tool we're going to use. It's manual, but you can also buy the power tool, but it tends to be a little bit more expensive. So you use this expansion tool to open up the tubing so that you can insert the straight coupling, and then it closes on itself. Now this is for 1/2 inch. This head up here is for 1/2 inch. but they have heads that you can swap out for like 3/4 inch, and this here is for a full inch of tubing. But since we're using 1/2 inch, this is the head that we need to use. Now it's pretty simple. I'm going to take the expansion tool, I'm going to open it up, and it diminishes the size of the head so that I can put the tubing on. And then I've got to, close it a couple times and scoot it up each time I close it. So let me do that, and I will tell you, it requires a little bit of strength. It expands it, move it up a little bit. Like I said, it's going to take maybe 2, 3, 4 times to get it to the very end. And then, folks, you have to be very quick. So I've got it expanded. I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to put that straight coupling on. So what it does is it collapses on the straight coupling, and it makes it impossible for you to, pull it out. And it's a watertight seal. There's no separating that. That is on there to stay.
All right, so let's join a couple pieces of PEX B together. You're gonna see how easy it is to do this. So one thing you wanna keep in mind, PEX A and B have different fittings. You need to make sure they're not interchangeable. PEX A has to be used with PEX A piping, and PEX B has to be used with PEX B piping. What you're going to need is you're going to need a pinch clamp. You're going to need whatever you're connecting. For now, I'm going to show you how to connect just a straight coupling. First thing you want to do is you're going to have a little arrow on here that's going to tell you what direction you want to stick that clamp onto the pipe. We're just going to slide it on just like that in the direction that it's going. You always want to go into the pipe with the direction of the arrow and slide it on like that. Then you want to take the fitting and slide the fitting on. There are stops that's going to tell you exactly how far in you want to put that fitting, just like that. Then you want to grab your pinch clamp and you want to slide it back to your fitting and go right up against the stop. That lets you know exactly where you need to have it. Now when I pinch this close, this arrow is going to break off, so don't be alarmed or feel like anything's wrong if you see that fall off.
Now, if you're thinking about remodeling your house and you want to do it yourself, well, I got to tell you, I've created a course to help make that happen. And it's very beginner friendly. Just because you might not have the skills today doesn't mean you won't have the skills tomorrow. And well, the seejanedrill Dream House course is going to help get you there. Now, I'm going to place a link in the description below the video to the course so you can check it out for yourself.
Perfectly normal. This is the tool that you're going to use. It's very easy to use. You're just going to squeeze it like this, and as you're squeezing it, right here is where it's pinching. This is where you're going to put the tool onto the clamp. This right here is your release. You're just going to turn that to release it, to either get started, or once you've got it closed all the way, you want to release it with that. This tool, not all of them have this, but this tool has got a light indicator light that's going to come on, that's going to let you know when you've crimped it to the proper torque. So I'm going to stick this into the device, squeeze it until it gets tight. Look at that, there's the light. You want to release it? We've got that done. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Take my pipe, line up my arrow, slide it on, join my two pieces together, and I'm going to slide this down to my stops. I'm going to use the tool again. There's that blue light. Release it. All done.
All right, we've done PEX A and B. We've talked about PEX, we've talked about copper, we've talked about PVC and CPVC, plus we did talk about galvanized as well. Now, typically when you're installing PEX, you use a PEX fitting. And the same thing is true with copper fitting, and then of course with PVC or CPVC, you need a compatible fitting, right? But there's something called a PTC, and that's what this is here. It's a push to connect fitting. And this is a T, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this T fitting and I'm going to connect PEX to it, copper to it, and CPVC to it. Now, when you use a push to connect, it's really, really important to determine how far you're going to push in, right? And so folks, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place a discount coupon in the description below to the seejanedrill Dreamhouse Accelerator course. It's going to get you going in the right direction so that you never have to pay another contractor your hard-earned money again. Can I encourage you? Can I just encourage you to join our community of like-minded DIYers like yourself? Because you know, it's not just a course. We meet once a month on a Zoom call. We talk about our challenges, our successes. We talk amongst ourselves, and I take your questions and I answer them. So come on, this is your invitation to join us. This is Leah saying you can do this. See you next time.